Hi everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're going to do something today we haven't done before. We're going to do a two-part set. First, my name is Beth Gay Freeman, and this is my email address. You're welcome to email me at any time. It's bethscribble@aol.com. I also do a publication which is absolutely free with no strings attached, and all you have to do to get it is to go to this address. That's on electricscotland.com, and the new issues are up. The first issue, the first section, is up around the 15th of the month, and the second section is up just before the first of every month. You can go at any time, and there will be new issues right there for you to enjoy, and archives since 2007. So lots of things for you to read and enjoy and play amongst. And today we're going to do part one of overlooked sources in family history and genealogical research. Research roadblocks, obstacles, brick walls, or dead ends are inevitable in genealogy. This applies regardless of how proficient you are in your research techniques. The records listed, or the records we're going to talk about today, tend to be the most valuable yet overlooked records and sources to overcome research challenges. Home sources. Original copies of birth certificates, newspaper clippings, and other bits of family history are often in the possession of a family member. Other options include looking for diaries or journals. Look behind the frame of old family photos, inside old trunks in basements or attics, in your grandmother's jewelry box, or on that high shelf in your aunt's closet. Court records. Don't assume that because your ancestor wasn't a criminal, you won't find anything in court records. Matters brought before the jurisdiction of a court can often involve dozens of litigants and defendants, many of whom may be related or nearby neighbors of your ancestor. Different than proceedings of criminal court, civil court records include deed transactions, estate inventories, name changes, wills, custody papers, and other very useful information for genealogists. Draft records. Most genealogists look for service records for their military ancestors, but did you know that there are also military records for people who never served? Draft registration records contain a wealth of information on millions of men between the ages of 16 and about 45. The World War I draft records are by far the biggest group of such records in the United States, containing names, ages, dates, and places of birth for more than 24 million people. The National Archives also holds draft records for the Civil War. Newspapers. They are excellent sources for information on recently deceased individuals. Obituaries may include a wealth of details on living and deceased relatives, dates and places and other items of interest. Newspapers contain other types of significance to research. Everything from the gossip column to the local police blotter may provide interesting clues about your ancestors. I'd like to also add to this that obituaries are not always correct. There are mistakes in obituaries. It depends on which person in the family wrote the obituary. So take obituary information with a grain of salt and verify everything. The Social Security Death Index, called the SSDI. This index includes death details for over 75 million Americans, and it can be searched for free. The Social Security Death Index is a computerized index for the death master file from the Social Security Administration with information on every individual whose death has been reported to the SSA since 1962. It's an excellent source of information for birth and death dates, and by requesting the original Social Security application, you can obtain other useful clues. Now that's all on this for today, but next week we'll finish it with section 2. Thank you so much for joining with us. We'll see you next time.